we going to your office?
We're good
in the
now.
next
We're
one?
good now. I don't know, dude. Wait, I told you 10.
When?
We
Look.
did talk about 10.
Yeah, we said
Brett.
10 multiple times. There's receipts.
Show me.
Well, clearly you don't watch our
So-
podcast because
this-
we've talked about it on the podcast.
This is 7.
Wait,
So
is
welcome
this-
to number 7.
Welcome to number 7. We have a topic, and it's not cold
Let's go. It's
Wait,
not.
I have a
cold food or
question.
ketchup.
I have a question that will go right into this topic. Have you guys heard of an AWO suit? An OWO suit?
food.
It's
Uwu?
brand OWO.
Is it Drake's?
No,
Oh no, his is
Not heard of it.
OVO. That's what that is.
I know the face that it's supposed to represent, but I don't know what the suit part means.
I feel like this.
Wait, maybe I
Is-
do know what it is.
It's the freaking. Okay, so this people probably gonna think that this is stupid. You guys may think that this is stupid.
I
But
mean,
I feel like this is 1,000% gonna be a thing in everyone's living rooms at some point. But it's almost like a wetsuit that you put on your top side, and you can play games like Fortnite, Valorant, and if you get hit, you feel
Oh, so it's literally Ready Player One.
yes.
It's a haptic
That-
feedback.
that's
No,
interesting.
that's stupid.
Why would that be stupid?
Because
No.
Listen, I ain't trying to get
because
hurt.
there is absolutely no way that this is far enough in technology that it's going to make a difference.
No, I
Like
don't
it's
think
going to
gonna
be
work
like a
well
little
at all.
vibration, right? It's going to be like a little vibration. So it's like why? What's the point?
It says it says that you'll feel wind, you will feel things that
You'll
shoot.
feel wind.
Mhm.
Fucking
Wait a
X for doubt, dude. There's no absolutely no way.
Yeah, I don't think technology's that far along.
No, we're not even close.
Yeah, they
I
haven't even
think-
perfected VR. I don't know.
I
about
just
that.
don't
the
think there's enough
idea is
budget
cool.
into it. Like
It's
people,
it's a cool concept, but
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
if it
don't
gets
know.
if it gets up there and like in perfected, like 100%, I'll do it. But like,
It's only $500 right now, Daniel.
oh, okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, the companies have to put millions of dollars of R&D into this, and
That's how
then
you know.
and then they have to turn around and sell it for $500 to make
That's how
any
you know it's
sort
not
of
gonna be
like
good.
profit, right? That's that's how VR started, right?
Yeah, but to me, the fact that it's only $500 and this has never existed before makes me think it's going to be a piece of shit.
Maybe, probably.
yeah, that's why is it called?
Suit to feel
Oh,
30 per.
OWO
It's,
game.
I think it's probably
Haptic
based on
vest.
the company that made it.
Huh.
OWO game haptic vest suit to feel 30 plus sensations in metaverse.
This
Oh,
is for sure
30
going to be used in
plus.
VR porn at some point. 1,000%.
It probably already is. That might be the purpose of it.
The first
Oh,
game
they
that
have
they're
like
trying it out
they
on.
have an Assassin's Creed.
This is
brand
the
going.
that's the first game that they are really going to try it on.
Dude.
That sounds
Imagine just getting
terrible.
fucking stabbed in the side.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea. What the?
Look, she's in pain.
Yeah. She's definitely.
All sensations.
Imagine going to work the next day
This
and
might
like
get
being in pain,
questionable.
and they're like, "What happened? I got stabbed in Assassin's Creed last night."
Dagger wound. Can't stop the
Yeah.
feeling. Before we had to rely on vision and hearing to create experiences. Now, however, OWO has created a system that allows us to use the new sense which has only existed in physical dimensions. Touch. Should
Are
I say
you
it
ready?
closely?
I'm gonna transition this right
Touch.
into our first topic.
Touch.
I feel like if this suit worked, it would make great content. Speaking of content,
Okay. Usually
Wow, that's-
transitions are a little more subtle
Yeah.
than that.
Well, before we get into that, have you guys seen the video of that guy with the? He was like using like an op simulator. Like he like shot an op.
Yes,
like, he had, like,
I
this
have.
desk.
Where it, like his desk is set up to it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy
his-
is further along than this company. 100%.
that's
Dude, that
sunk
video is
millions
great.
of dollars into this.
You should look that up real quick. Just put it on the screen.
Yeah, I'll put it on screen.
What I love is that this entire suit is ran by a smartphone app.
Of course it
Looks like-
is.
Of course it is. That sounds as I don't know. Obviously, you guys know about the submarine thing. That sounds something like that, like where the submarine was controlled by an Xbox 360 controller. That sounds yeah, that sounds like a horrible idea.
It just
It's a-
like starts zapping you and electrocutes you and tases you.
yeah, that's doesn't sound
Sold.
doesn't sound the greatest.
I'll take 5.
It's okay if you can't find it.
Yeah, what are we looking up here?
I just don't know what the
Oh, you
type
haven't.
in.
You haven't seen it.
Oh God, what was that?
I have no idea what you guys are talking
Desk.
I don't know.
Motor. Gunshot.
There's a So basically, the video, if you can't end up finding it.
There it
so
is.
this guy, wait, did you find it?
I think this is it.
The wolf pack. This is good content, by the way. Wait, this is it. Oh, this is it.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
This is so dumb.
Oh my.
Oh my, dude, you're just asking for a shoulder injury.
His monitor's destroyed.
I don't know what this mouse thing is about, but oh my god, dude.
Imagine shooting a bear at 50 cal with that thing.
I think he
I think he
shoots the
does.
op. Yeah, I think he shoots the op, and dude. I can't
You
like
punched
the
his
innovation to do
monitor.
this is great. It's just not practical at all, but it's
That
hilarious.
thing looks pretty practical.
Just one AK shot.
He's using a Negev.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Oh, he's got a grip.
Oh, that's kind
There
of
we
cool.
go.
It's not really a point to it because it's not like it's doing
True.
anything, but maybe he's able to like stabilize it.
I'm guessing that was the op.
That's the auto.
That's the auto. That's
Dude,
not too
he
bad.
was pretty quick about correcting his shots there. Oh yeah, this is the
here's-
op.
Okay, that was. Yeah, I have
That
seen
was-
that before.
That was very innovative and very funny. Content,
Oh.
baby, content.
Yeah, I just don't think people. I mean, I don't know. It's out now. Why have people not bought it and streamed with it?
Because it's not practical.
I just feel like people would like immediately go to the VR chat. It'd be weird.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know if it's like there's not. Maybe you can purchase it, but it doesn't actually because there's not like one video about someone in their own house using it.
Oh, it's like a pre-order.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Man, that's so funny though. God, that kind of broke me a little.
What's
That's pretty
what's our topic?
Our topic, we haven't actually, I think it's in our title, but we haven't talked about what the actual topic is. Our topic this week is going to be streamers.
Streamers
And,
and their impact on gaming. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I just looked it up. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't know if
Oh,
you
no,
were like
no, no,
winging
no,
it
no,
or if you
you're-
were reading it.
No, I was winging it, but
Oh, okay.
I feel like this is a topic we could probably talk about in a few. We could probably cover this in a few episodes because there's so much to cover with streamers. Because there's something happening almost every day with streamers, like whether it be drama or like something innovative that they're doing, or
Yeah.
in my
what was-
day,
what
I've
was,
been
like,
known
the
to watch quite a
first-
few.
I was gonna say, what was like one of the first ones that you watched?
Summit.
Summit.
That's actually a good question. I don't remember who my first streamer that I started watching.
I think my longest followed streamer on Twitch is Summit.
Summit.
Yeah, it's
What about, like, one
it's
of
like
the-
8 years.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Summit might be one of my first ones. I don't know if he was my very first one because honestly, that was so long ago. I don't even know how old my Twitch account is.
Yeah, I've recently looked this up. That's why I know that.
Okay, that's fair.
I really
Tyler-
didn't watch. I don't really watch streamers, to be honest.
Yeah,
Do you
it's a form
watch-
of entertainment.
You watch YouTubers?
I was more like, I watched more YouTube videos growing up compared to Twitch or anything like that. Even now, I don't watch streamers or anything.
There are definitely
Um,
certain like types of content that I prefer to like consume
Mm-hmm.
via YouTube as opposed to streaming. A good example is like GTA RP for me. I find it really hard to watch a live stream of GTA RP. And I would just watch like their YouTube videos or something they put out. Like I mean, the most obvious one is like Lord Kevin, or with like Mr. K and from No Pixel.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. Mr.
Like
K.
I watch his YouTube content, but I don't ever watch him stream.
Well, I feel like for an
Hmm.
RP, there would be so much downtime in between what was happening, whereas a YouTube video is just like a cut of all the exciting things that happened.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
I mainly
I don't-
watch
I
like
don't know
the
about that.
chases. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like watching it, like it's easy to say that, but like, when you watch it, No Pixel is whitelisted, right? So like you have to have certain credentials to be able to get in. So like you have to have a certain amount of, viewers. You have to have, you have to have been able to prove yourself to be a good content creator. So it's just a bunch of content creators just coming together, and it's honestly pretty entertaining. There's been a few streams of Summit where he was RPing, and man, he just kept going into scenario after scenario after scenario, and it was just nonstop content.
Is
Yeah.
every person
I
on
can
No
see that.
Pixel a content creator? I thought there were some people that weren't.
There may not be, but I'm pretty sure it's whitelisted. So I can't imagine that they just let people in that can just do whatever they want and then just affect
right,
the
but I'm
world
saying,
in a
like,
negative way.
I'm saying like people can still apply and get in
Yeah,
without.
I want to say that it's more of a content world or content server than anything else, but that could be wrong.
Which,
I don't
That would
know.
make sense.
It's all,
as to why
it's changed quite a bit since like since that server first started. Because I remember whenever it like first popped up, and you had like Sheriff Eli and all them that.
Dude, I love Sheriff Eli. And then, drama
I don't
happened.
know
But
any of these people.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, why'd you even want to talk about this topic, Tyler?
What? Well, I mean, I could say content creators in general, like streamers plus
Mm-hmm.
content creators that made it.
You want to? I mean,
Should I start and let you guys go into it?
that's
I mean,
fair.
I could talk about streamers just
I was
all
gonna
the
say, go
like
ahead, Brett.
nonstop.
Who's your
All right.
favorite?
My favorite. Ooh, that's a good question. I think back in 2020 up to like 2022, I think Disguised Toast was probably my favorite content creator, just because
The
that
Among
was
Us
the
era?
that was the Among Us era, and he was just so fun to watch. And in this generation, I feel like when we were growing up, I feel like watching TV was a big thing, and now I honestly can't remember the last time I watched any sort of television whatsoever. Everything I watch is online. And most of the entertainment that I find is through streamers or YouTube videos or something of that nature. And that's not to say that, I mean, that's just my personal experience. I can't speak on behalf of other people, so I say generation, but it could just be me. But TV is just not what it used to be, and it's just more fun for me to just watch something that is not planned, that is not scripted, and that people just living their lives trying to be funny, playing video games. I think it's just more entertaining.
That's fair.
Personally.
Who do you hate? I'm just kidding. But,
Oh, well,
Say it. Let's get into it. Who do you hate?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't
What
think I hate anybody.
were you gonna say before I asked your favorite streamer?
Oh, oh yeah. So 2020 to 2022 is probably Disguised Toast, but I've been watching a lot of Valkyrae. She's the one of the co-owners of 100 Thieves. She's very entertaining to watch, and the people that she plays with, and she's super entertaining to watch. She'd probably be my favorite streamer at this point. I think before 2020, Summit would probably have been my favorite because he's a variety streamer, so he plays anything that he finds fun. He doesn't care what his viewers think. Like they could be, complaining and saying that the game that he's playing is boring. He used to switch games. He play GTA, whatever, and he's just like, guys, it's my stream. You don't like it? Go watch somebody else. And I think it's a cool attitude to have as a streamer, at least a big streamer. If you're a smaller streamer, a smaller content creator, you're obviously going to want to appeal to your audience. But he's at the point now where he can do whatever he wants, and people will still watch him.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. The dream.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm not gonna sit here and say I haven't ever watched a streamer before because there are obviously a couple. I mean, I don't know why, but I think it's just because of the YouTube nostalgia of growing up with this person, which was like Nadeshot. Anytime I see him stream on Twitch, I'll at least like pop in just to see what he's playing or what he's talking about. Because typically for him, I mean, I think we all know, I mean, nothing against him or anything, but he's not necessarily, I know he's getting better at games, but he's not necessarily known for his gameplay and being like the best at a game, but just hearing him talk about his organization and content creation and all that kind of stuff was always pretty interesting. And then of course the OG PewDiePie, whenever he plays a game, he'll stream it. He's always fun to watch no matter what he's playing.
I've never watched a PewDiePie stream.
Really?
Never.
Some of them, I mean, I think that's kind of a newer thing. I mean, I think he pretty much has stopped uploading gaming content in general.
The last PewDiePie content that I've consumed, like actively consumed, was him playing, what the hell was that game called? Like Happy Trails or Happy something?
Oh my god, that was like 7 years ago.
That's right.
What the hell was that game?
I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, Happy Wheels. That's what it was. Yeah. And weren't you a guy in a wheelchair and you had to like?
Well, you could be different characters.
Oh, I never
was
played
4
it
years
personally,
ago.
so. Damn, that's so long ago. Jeez.
Yeah, it had to have been longer than 4 years ago because it was. Maybe it was like I'm talking. I still lived at the house that was right off the highway. If you remember, like
Yeah, so-
down by whenever we were in high school.
Jesus.
I still lived there whenever I actively watched him. So like before the military, I think for sure.
I think this says that his first Happy Wheels funny moments montage was 11 years ago, but then he made one 4 years ago as well.
Yeah, so it was probably like in the sweet spot of that because, well, actually, it might have been like 9-10 years ago because I didn't watch basically any YouTube whenever I was in the military. So
Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of like a prime example of a content creator, streamer's impact on gaming is seeing them play a game that is not known at all and then it blowing up because of this one person. Like Happy Wheels, for sure. PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, all of them were playing this game and all of a sudden it just like blew up overnight.
yeah,
That's what happened to Among Us in 2020.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
that's like the biggest example I can think of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Soda Poppin played it, and then Offline TV noticed it, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll give that a shot," and then it just blew up from there.
There was
Everybody started
another
playing it.
game. There was another game that was out for like 2 years, and then streamers started playing it, and then it popped off. It might have been Among Us, or like it had been out for a while,
Yeah.
and then
Among Us
streamers
was out
started
for, like-
playing it, and then it just like skyrocketed in popularity.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, that was Among Us. Do you guys think that was the same case for Fortnite? Because I remember when that game was released and announced, like no one talked about it before Battle Royale, and then it. blew
Yeah,
up.
I think Fortnite just hit. I think it hit the algorithm personally. Like, they released it at a perfect time during like the Battle Royale craze. It was like, it didn't have a high skill ceiling or a barrier of entry. It didn't have a high barrier of entry because there was no turbo building or anything. It was just a fun cartoony game that you can kill people in, and I think it really like meshed with a lot of people.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Epic just kind of like nailed it on the time of release for that. I don't know if necessary, like, not to say streamers didn't make it popular. I'm sure it did, but I don't know if it's the same case comparing it to Among Us.
Yeah, I mean, I think even for a little bit, Fall Guys too got really popular because of streamers as well.
True. That's very true. I don't think I've ever would have heard of that game if I didn't see other people playing it.
Yeah. I would have. I mean, I heard of it before then, but I didn't even. I had no interest in playing it until I saw like a group of streamers play it, and they were just having a blast doing it.
It's a very fun game. It's a very fun party game.
I know Brett's least favorite streamer,
You know, who's my least favorite streamer?
Kurz JD.
Yeah. So it's not that he's just got way too much energy for me. And he's like everything he says, he's just so excited about everything he says. And I mean, he loves what he does, which is great, but that's too much energy for me. It's so much so that I feel like it's almost not genuine, but I've heard, people and other streamers talk about how Courage is, the same guy off stream as he's on stream. So I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. He's just way too energetic for me.
Yeah, I mean, I remember whenever he first started getting big on YouTube, and I was talking to Daniel about this, and he was just like, "Yeah, I kind of like Courage JD," and I was like, "Oh my god, I fucking hate him." Which now I can, I can tolerate him a lot more, but it's because of what you said. Like every reaction that he has is just like so. His video is basically a video version of people's mouths wide open and a YouTube thumbnail, like just excited about everything. Like that's how I
Yeah.
saw him. Like,
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. And he's got good content, but he's way too much energy for me.
and he knows that that's. I mean, he knows what he's doing as far as getting subscribers and stuff. So good for him.
Yeah, what does he even play nowadays? Is it still Fortnite or is it
He
something
plays
else?
everything.
Yeah, I think
He
he's kind of variety. I think all the old like Call of Duty people are making content around Call of Duty again, because since Microsoft fixed the servers or something.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. That's something we can probably talk about a little bit. We all played Black Ops.
Yeah, we
on
dabbled
the
in it again.
Xbox. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It was
You know,
fun.
except for
Did you see? So Xbox Discord's on Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
They are soon releasing screen sharing on Xbox, so you can actually like stream your Xbox gameplay to Discord, like for your friends to watch. That's super
That's pretty sick.
fucking
I-
cool to me.
I did hear that, and I also heard that when you screen share, you can hear the people talking in game, and that's on Xbox and on PC.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I know it's not
don't know
like
if it's
that.
true, but that's what I heard.
So I know it's like that sometimes. So like, a game that messes up a lot from my experience, is like Valorant. But it's like whenever I stream Valorant to Discord, people are like, "Oh, I can't hear him." It's usually because I have voice chat in game set to a different audio source.
Mhm.
And that's so I can keep everyone turned way down with like, because I had to go XLR before this, and like I just had it set to a fader. So if people were loud, I just slide the fader down. But
Yeah, makes
Bro,
sense.
As to people that watch a lot of Twitch, who do you think was like one of the first? I guess like one of the first impactful streamers. Like, would you say
like the
Courage-
Titans of
Like,
the
would you say Summit is one of them?
so that's like
I've got two names that I could think of.
so there's like a couple different like I don't want to say types of streamers, but like I guess like genre specific streamers that are really big. So like Lyric, for example, like Lyric is massive and he's never had a webcam,
Mhm.
which is like unheard of. There's like a lot of statistics out there. Not so much now, because streaming is so big now, but back then it was impossible to grow as a streamer without a webcam. He was like the one person that broke the algorithm. But like I think for me, the highest like impactful streamers in terms of like community and stuff are probably like as much as I don't like it because I'm not like a big fan of them, is XQC. I think he's kind of like a titan in the industry. I mean, he's pulling like he just signed that deal with Kick, and he's pulling like still insane numbers on their site. Whenever you have people like Ninja that were averaging 80,000 viewers on Twitch, and he moved to Mixer and was only getting like 10K.
Even if that, there was somewhere it was like 3 or 4,000 that I was looking at.
Yeah,
so,
dude.
like,
There was a time when Ninja was pulling like 150,000 viewers per day. Like it was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
like,
and
that
there was-
Fortnite era was nutty.
There was a stream where he said that he, in 1 month, he made $5 million in creator codes alone, which is nuts. That's not even donations. That's not subscribers on Twitch. That's not YouTube views. Like, dude was balling.
So I've got an answer to your question, Tyler, and I have a kind of a side note. So I think I never watch him. Soda Poppin', I feel like would be a big one, and I was gonna say Lyric as the other one, and then Summit was obviously in that conversation as well because he's been around for I don't know how long. He was around during Justin TV, so he's been around for a hot minute. But in regards to how content creators affect gaming and whatever, dude, Ninja, I feel like he could retire right now, and he
Oh,
would
he
be
definitely could.
happily. He would just be happily retired.
every streamer you just named could retire and be happily set for. They have generational wealth for sure.
For sure. And the fact that I think his impact in gaming, this is what I was going to touch on, is when he was pulling 150,000 viewers, he was getting like, I almost said IRL attention, but he was playing with guys like Drake.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he was on the Ellen Show, and like
Yeah, that too. And he was on Jimmy Fallon a few times. Like he was
in the Masked Singer.
That was actually kind
No
of
one knew who the fuck he was.
Yeah, that was after.
He went to
That was
Times
after his big
Square.
thing.
No one danced with him.
It is
I'm not
kind of.
I'm not
It's
seeing
weird.
enough movement.
It's weird to think that kind of like happened without us even realizing that like gaming was now just a common thing. Like even 15 years ago, yes, there were guys in high school that we played video games with, but it like no girls that we knew of played it. Like there were guys. I don't know. It's just became such like a common thing nowadays.
Well, there's
It-
like people don't
used to be a
really
stigma.
realize how big gaming is.
Yeah, it's the biggest form of entertainment.
And it's not even close. It's bigger than the movie and the music industry combined.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's insane. I think I even heard somewhere that it's bigger than like books and the movie industry combined, and potentially even music as well. It actually no, it is bigger than all of those three combined. But in terms of revenue, it's bigger than movies and music. Which
Well,
is
the beautiful thing about gaming, yeah, that's crazy. And the beautiful thing about gaming is you can I was gonna say innovate. I keep saying innovate, but you can take music that is in just life and you could put it in your game. Like Fortnite is a great example because they have so many collaborations.
Yeah, all those concerts they did.
Yeah, they have concerts, they have events, they have collabs. So like the most recent one that I saw was Terminator. This is an Optimus Prime season. It's like the amount of collaborations that they have is insane, and it just goes to show how big gaming is.
true. It's pretty insane.
I mean, even just like a, kind of like a, I don't know, man. Like the fact that Fortnite lasted as long as it has, and it still is the top, like one of the top games, and it's 6 years old, is nuts.
It is impressive.
I mean, how many games have really done that? Like CS:GO, Valorant,
Valorant's only been out for 3 years, but
League of
yeah, I
Legends.
mean, it's like League of
Still
Legends.
starting.
It's like League of Legends, Counter Strike, Apex has been out for a while.
Apex has been out for a while.
I think Rocket League has been out for like
Rocket
9 years.
League's been out
7
for
or
a
8
while.
years.
But I mean, we're like Rocket League, CS don't pull anywhere the amount of numbers that Fortnite does.
Oh, I believe that.
Apex is Apex is actually the highest played battle royale in the world right now. In case anyone was curious about that, but
I can see why, but it's very hard for me to want to play Apex.
yeah, I have a thing that I'm gonna start doing soon, which I already kind of did, but it's I'm gonna try and hit diamond in 8 different games.
What are
I
those 8 games?
have so those 8 games. I'm going off the top of my head. I don't have them all written down right now, but it's one's Valorant, which I'm already there. 2 is Overwatch, which I'm already there.
Overwatch was on your list? I don't remember seeing that.
I just added it actually.
Oh, okay.
Today, yeah. Just because I'm already there, so it's like
Yeah, may as well.
may as well.
Add it to the resume.
And then the I want to do Halo Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really trying to think of the games here. Apex
I
is
can
another
remember-
one.
I remember a good chunk of them.
Fortnite is another one, which I'm close in Fortnite. I'm Plat 2 currently. And then Street Fighter 6, which I've never played a fighting game like that. So I think that one's going to be one of the hardest ones. League Arena, like League of Legends Arena, the 2v2 v2 mode. And the last one is Rocket League,
Yes.
which I've already been diamond in prior.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes. I set a time frame for myself as well. I want to do it within the next 3 months. But I have 2
That's doable, but man, that sounds tough with Street Fighter.
Yeah, so I think that's going to take majority of my time.
You say Street Fighter? You're going to try that in?
Yeah, Street Fighter 6.
Dang.
That's going to be the challenge. I've never played a fighting game before, but Street Fighter is also one of the easiest fighting games to get into because there's no from what I understand, there's no like air dashing or wave dashing or like any of these crazy burst meter things that other fighters have. So, I want to try that. I think the order I'm going to go in is, so like I said, I already have Overwatch and Valorant done. Next is Fortnite, which I'm close to. I think after Fortnite, I'm going to do Halo Infinite because I don't think that'll be that hard. I've already been diamond in it before. Essentially,
Hell yeah.
and like Apex should be pretty easy. I actually seen something recently. I'll pull this up, and I don't know how accurate this is. You can go ahead and essentially it's that the majority of the player base is in master rank, which is one below Apex Predator, because of how easy the ranked is in Apex, because placement gives you the highest amount of points and not kills.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not about kills, which is kind of wild to me in a BR that kills don't matter for rank.
Yeah, I'll pull it up
Mhm.
if you guys want to chat more about streamers and their impact on gaming.
Okay. Yeah, one of the biggest things that I was going to talk about was, we're talking about like really, really big names, but I think one of the biggest streamers as far as, I don't even know what to classify her as, but I think Pokémon's probably also one of the biggest
Yep.
industry impacted streamers that exist. I feel like maybe she gets a little overshadowed by some of the other streamers that are a lot more established and have been around a lot longer. But man, she has done so much for like the gaming community, for the female gaming community. Like
Sorry, you
it's
liked out for a
crazy
second,
how much
that's why we're
she's
laughing.
done. Oh, did I? What?
Yeah.
What? Wait.
You
What-
just said we just heard she, and then like everything caught up, and your webcam went super fast, and you went super fast.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That was weird. I wonder what caused that.
Yeah, no idea. It was funny. But yeah, no, I 100% agree. I also think
Pokemon's done so much.
like maybe this isn't controversial. I don't really follow like the drama behind streamers or anything, but I also like I've heard she's a pretty good person. Around like from mutuals and stuff. So I don't know if it's true or not, but
Mhm.
I liked that she was, I think, the first person to set a cap on how much money people can donate to her during stream.
Yeah, wasn't it like $5
Yeah, it
or
was
something?
five. Yeah, it was the highest amount you could donate to her was $5.
At a
Super
time
cool.
or just throughout an
Yeah.
entire stream?
Like, well, I think like one, like Brett could only donate $5 at a time, but he could keep donating $5
Okay.
if he wanted. But
Mhm.
I mean, I don't think you can like prevent that, because I don't think you have to sign into an account or anything to donate money. You just donate.
Yeah, you just have to have a PayPal or something.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, what's funny is you have someone like that, and I don't know if you guys have seen the clip of that girl that was like begging people for subs, and
I have
was
seen
like,
that.
yeah, it's like
$5.
you
Yeah,
can't
she's
even
like,
afford
that's all you.
$5.
Yeah, that's all you do, or that's all you're gonna do.
And then it hard cut to another guy that was like, somebody gifted some subs. Can I give those
Yes.
back?
Oh yeah, the guy
How
that
did
he was
That
like
guy was so
making the
wholesome.
canoe or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he was so wholesome. It's like,
Yeah,
you
I've
didn't
definitely
have to do
seen
that.
I've seen a fair share of like of streamers of like, there's, oh god, maybe I'll find the video after this, but it was a guy. Well, I don't know if I want to do that because I don't want to bash anyone specifically, but there was a guy that was just like ranting about he's giving away free content, so, and people should feel grateful, so they need to give more money to him, and like all, they're like, my content's free, why do you not have $5 to, and it's like, dog.
It's no, I watch 45 people that are actually entertaining.
It's just like,
Can't donate to all of them.
it just feels
Right.
weird, you know. But this is what I was talking about, the Apex ranking. This is like current stats as of right now. I don't
Jeez.
know, like, this number seems really low though, 4 million, because I'm pretty sure they have more than that. But yeah, like
2%. Wow, everything's 2% all the way up to, what is that?
31%. Yeah, master, which is one below
Holy-
Apex Predator. Yeah,
Damn.
apparently they just like obliterated their ranking structure, like,
Huh.
because everything's based on like, dude, these numbers just don't seem accurate, to be honest. But
But that could just be
Gotta
ranked,
switch.
because I'm sure not everybody plays ranked.
that's
Oh. Well, we've talked about the positives that streamers have brought to gaming. Well, let's talk about some negatives.
gambling.
That's a big one. Gambling is still talked about to this day.
Yeah,
And
like
how
there's
big-
like Twitch made it illegal. Not I say illegal. Like they made it against TOS to
Mhm.
stream gambling. If it is illegal in like where you live, which gambling in some way is actually illegal in a lot of states. Like I think like I want to say it's either like Georgia or like Montana or something. You can't even buy like scratch off tickets because it's
Really?
because it's a form of gambling.
Huh.
I think there's only 2 states that are like that. I don't remember which states they were, but yeah, I mean, there's streamers that have like moved out of the country so they could stream gambling, but it's because they make so much money from it. They get sponsors from these gambling sites. Then the gambling sites have ways to. I mean, it's like the old. What's his name? He used to be. It was a big CS:GO streamer. He got caught gambling on CS:GO sites that he was actually like part owner in.
Oh, Phantom Lord.
Phantom Lord, yes.
Yeah. I remember him.
So he like, I don't know if you know about this, Tyler, but he would stream gambling streams of him opening CS:GO cases on a third-party website. And they were like sponsored streams from, or actually they weren't even sponsored streams. That was that's what was so shady about it. Is like in between queues, he would just hop into this website, put $100 down, and just win thousands of dollars in skins. And then like someone looked up like the licensing history of like this website and stuff and found out that he was actually like part owner in the website. So he was like switching odds in his favor to like show like, hey, you can win big on this website, you know? So he like jebaited a bunch of people into spending a bunch of money on his website.
He ultimately ended up getting sued.
Yeah, there was a
from
big
what I
lawsuit about it.
recall. Yep.
He got
It
banned
could-
as well.
It could still be going on, but yeah, that was a big to do, and it's the gambling and stuff is still talked about.
I am a personal believer in gambling should be restricted to its own, not even own section. If this is a gaming website, if Twitch is a gaming website, gambling should not be on there. If your age restriction is 13 years old, there should not be gambling on the website. It doesn't matter if you click I'm mature,
18.
yeah, or like whatever else. Like there shouldn't be anything like that. It needs to exist in its own space. Personally,
Is that because you have to be? Is it 18? Is it because you have to be 18 to gamble?
mm-hmm.
Yep.
See, I completely agree. I don't think gambling should be on there. But then also the age restriction is 13. But then you can have M-rated games being played on Twitch as well, and they can watch that.
Yeah, I think the biggest I mean, this kind of goes into our discussion that we had in the previous episode about like the not the mental,
Ethics,
not the
right?
yeah, kind of like gaming ethics, but also the big thing about like video games causing violence and stuff. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just a lot. It's a large topic. I agree. I think gambling is just so like dangerous, I guess.
Yeah, it's a dangerous thing, especially when you equate it to gaming. Because people,
Yeah.
I mean, people will literally just throw money at a game just for
Yeah.
skins, and that's, I mean,
True.
that's what big thing about CS:GO.
Let me check. Let me pull this up on X.com.
What's that?
X.com. Wait a minute, what's that?
Not a porn site. It's Twitter.
Twitter.
Oh goodness gracious!
You know, it's funny. If you look at the URL, it still says twitter.com.
Yeah, but if you go to X.com, it does redirect to Twitter.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
this is what I was gonna bring up. Is Twitch has banned sponsorship of skins gambling, such as CS:GO skins. No promotion or sponsorship of skins gambling is essentially, I can't fucking read, but it's prohibited underneath Twitch's rules, which is pretty pog in my opinion. I think there is virtually zero difference in opening cases compared to you sitting at a slot machine pulling a lever.
It's like it's the exact same thing,
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, you're paying to open a case for something that is completely random. It's not like
You can
Overwatch,
get- Yeah. you
where
get nothing.
if you open 45 boxes, that you have a guaranteed chance of getting a legendary. It's not like that for CS:GO. Personally, can personally attest. I've opened in one sitting years ago. I've opened over 200 cases, and the most expensive skin I got was like $30.
And keep in mind,
Which-
200 cases. That's like $2.50 per key, which needs one key to open every case. So 200 times like $2.50. That's how much it costs to open cases. Not to mention the amount of case that the cases cost to buy.
Dang, dude, it was a factory
Wait, so you
new
have to
golden coil. That thing's going.
You
for
have to-
bang.
you should have saved it.
I should have saved it 10 years ago.
Yeah, you should have assumed that Valve would finally update their game.
So you have to buy the case and then buy a key for it.
You can get the cases in a game. Like at the end of the match, you have a chance of getting like a random drop, whether it be like some really bad skin or a case. But you're not saving up hundreds unless you play the game a lot. So yeah, most people are buying the cases as well. That's why, like, I don't think you can find a single case that's under $1 right now, which is crazy because I've sold cases for like 6 cents. Like they are skyrocketing in value.
Interesting. So I mean, I guess that's
Let me
another
see.
thing as well is the negative impact on gaming, or the negative impact that streamers have, but also them not being aware of the negative impact that they have as well. So just, spewing that kind of spewing gambling or crazy political views and all that stuff, which I haven't personally seen that before, but I'm sure it's going on Twitch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Feuds
there
between
definitely is.
streamers making up shit on Twitch to make, their audience hate another person.
Well, there are cases for under $1, but there's some cases. I sold a case. I think it was last week. I only had one of them, but it sold for $15.
Jeez.
A case.
So that's $17 you got to spend on buying or opening one case,
Yeah.
right? And there's a chance you get like a 4-cent skin in that. There are some skins that are worth a lot more, so you could get all your money back, but the amount of money you got to put into it is just not worth it. It's not worth it.
So then,
It's-
talking about that, how much of an impact do you think Tim and Nadeshot and all of them had on people going to buy random cases on CS:GO with that whole thing that just happened?
I mean, I'm sure there was people that did it a bunch because they were winning.
Yeah.
It's free content. It really is just free. When you
It's
are
free.
rich,
Yeah, it's
free content.
definitely free content for them because they're making money off of doing that stuff.
Yeah, people are literally donating hundreds of dollars, especially Tim. He's getting hundreds of dollars while he's opening the cases. So he's just getting all of his money back. And he's just going to keep opening cases until he gets a knife, and then he's going to get all his money back tenfold. So it doesn't matter to him.
Yeah. Did we talk about this last episode?
I don't
I
know.
think slightly. I think we did.
I thought I mentioned the Dr. Disrespect thing about him winning that knife that was like $15,000, but he had to
Yeah.
spend.
That's right.
Yeah, he had to spend like 3,000 or 4,000 to get that.
Yeah, for the audience doesn't know. Oh, maybe they do. I don't know. We haven't filmed in like a week and a half. It's been a while. So
Yeah, I have internal work stuff going on that takes my attention.
That is fair.
Trying to get better at certain games.
touching back on the negative impacts that that streamers have, because obviously they have a lot of positives, and but there are some negatives. Gambling is one of them. One of the things that I was gonna that came to my thought process was how, and I know Dan he's got a strong opinion about this as well. They will call out when a game is bad, or like there's a bad update or whatever. They will call out a I don't know if how to describe it. I don't know if they call it the dev team or whatever, but they call out, let's say,
that's
like Activision, and they'll call out Activision, say it's a dog shit company, or they'll say, what is Treyarch doing? What is Infinity Ward doing? And they'll do that on stream with thousands, especially like Tim, where you have thousands of people, or Ninja, or even Summit does it sometimes, but Summit does it with a purpose. Summit doesn't like call out anybody needlessly. He does it usually when he's tilted, which is really funny.
Yeah, I mean, I get bothered whenever people call out the wrong people. I guess like if your complaint is valid, and if you're adding the wrong people on Twitter, then or x.com, then
just call it Twitter. It's fine.
There you go.
then like I feel like you're just essentially creating just like a vacuum of that person about to just, or not that person, but like that company about to get a shitload of hate for no reason. Like,
yeah,
I guess like some of it is justified in terms of people calling out Activision, because they have such a heavy hand in how the games are being developed. But if you want to get down to like the nitty gritty of everything, Activision aren't the developers of Call of Duty. At the time, it's like Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward is the ones that they're developing the multiplayer for Call of Duty. So yelling at Activision's the publisher, not the developer. So it's like, I was, I just get annoyed. Like
people just want to bitch to bitch. They just want to.
Yeah, I mean, Activision's a bigger name, and like that's like the meme.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many. That's a whole nother topic. There's just so many keyboard warriors out there that just fucking act like none of this.
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
no
some of them get
repercussions
really
for 'em.
popular in streaming, so then
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if their favorite streamer, if their favorite streamer says something, they will just go to the freaking x.com and they will dude, they're like a hive mind. If you
bro, it's
punch the hive mind,
crazy. It's crazy whenever you kill someone in the game and then you're getting death threats in your DMs.
oh, that was a big thing with XQC and Rust, dude. When he was getting killed by
Oh,
smaller
yes.
streamers, his chat would chat hop and go into the other channels and just roast and just they would just.
And
it
that's
was
not even
terrible.
like
Absolutely terrible.
that's not even like his fault either. Like, cause he can say like, guys, don't do that.
Mhm.
And then I mean, everyone has their own brain cell and they jump to different streams and they talk.
Some of them have their own brain cells.
Yeah, I meant like collectively. They all have I'm just kidding. But no,
They
like
collectively have one.
but like genuinely, it's like it sometimes it definitely is the streamer's fault. But I think XQC's audience is just so big and potentially super young as well that like they're very impressionable. So whenever their favorite, but actually, I'm a hard transition to the next topic. Not next topic, next subtopic of this, and that's parasocial relationships.
I was thinking that was going to be the next thing I brought up.
But like these people have developed such a friendship with someone that they've never met before that they're willing to literally threaten someone else's life because the person they infatuate themselves with die in a video game. It's like, yikes.
It ain't that deep.
But there's almost no streamers that talk about that. There's
Pokemon is actually a big. She talks about this quite a bit,
like
or has talked about it.
that's another reason why like I think she's a good person personally, but like not she, but there's a lot of streamers that purposefully don't bring it up because
I was gonna say they think they'd be the next target.
yeah, well that and they're like they could essentially like snap their viewers out of it and saying like, wait, you know what? Maybe you don't care about me at all, and then they leave, right?
Mhm.
Like that's such a touchy topic in that space that it's not. I mean, it's genuinely just not talked about. It's like it's like the, like the one family member that no one talks about.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely a stigma. And I get why people don't talk about it, but it definitely needs to be talked about more because it's extremely unhealthy. And this is kind of another topic. We don't have to stay on it too much, but their viewers or some viewers, there's a thing called swatting.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it's terrible. Essentially, they just call the cops on a streamer and they get their information somehow, and they swat them and they have police go to their house because they call in a false bomb threat or something like that, which is absolutely horrible. I'd never do that.
Hostage, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
people.
I'm laughing. It's not at all funny. But there was a clip that I just seen recently of Shazam, the Valorant pro.
Yeah. Oh, he was.
He
Yeah, I
was
remember
playing, and he was screaming help because he was almost like he was talking to his teammates in the game to come help him. And his neighbors called the police on him because they said they heard someone screaming help in his apartment.
Oh my god.
So it's not even like he like not at all did he get swatted or anything, but that my mind immediately went to like, because I was gonna comment and say like swatting is the more extreme as opposed to someone like delivering pizzas to your house or like whatever, people have just called the police to come knock on the door like for a wellness check and stuff. And then you have the way more extreme, the people that are disgusting, which keep in mind that is a felony to
that
do.
is a felony.
And
And you will get caught.
Yeah, absolutely. You will get caught. It is
will
not
catch you.
hard for them to.
Basic phone call.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so much shit. Like, you can only protect yourself so much.
That actually kind of reminds me. We were talking about Summit earlier, and there was a time back in 2016, back when Pokemon Go was a big thing. he was at the park and he had like he was actually live streaming, and somebody called the cops on him, and he was just walking around playing Pokemon Go, and he was surrounded by cops.
Yeah, it was like held
Like,
at
they're-
gunpoint.
Yeah, he was held at gunpoint. He was actually on the news for it because of what happened.
I do remember that actually.
Yeah.
So I
and
remember
he
the
was just
news clip.
minding
I,
his own
I remember
business.
the news clip. That shit was funny.
And he
I
was
mean,
just
not
minding
funny.
his own
It's not funny
business.
at all. But like, just seeing him on like a regular news channel was weird because I'm used to seeing him on stream. But
I know.
yeah, Cutie Cinderella is another big person that's like a very large advocate that speaks out about like against that stuff because she said it's like essentially created like PTSD for her. She can't,
Yeah, for her and Ludwig.
yeah, she can't
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
look at police and stuff the same because like she's been held at gunpoint because of some stupid bullshit that got called in like about them, you know? It's traumatizing.
Yeah, it's a shame that some people are. There's just something wrong with people. Certain people just should not have access to the internet.
Yeah, I mean they think it's funny, which it's not at all.
It's
It's
really
literally
not.
life threatening.
Listen, I don't know who's listening to this podcast, but don't do shit like that. It's just stupid.
Great. Now we're targeted.
It's stupid and you're stupid for doing it.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's-
yeah.
Go
And
ahead,
I
Tyler.
personally say fuck you, okay? Sorry, go ahead, Tyler.
No, I was just gonna say, I mean, the amount of streamers and YouTubers that have come out and have said, like, I wish I never had a webcam, so people didn't really know what I looked like or who I was.
Mhm.
Well, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure Lyric's been swatted. I don't think.
Has he?
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Well, I think with that, not even just like swatting, but just
Oh, you
They
mean like in
really-
general? Yeah,
just
yeah.
in general, because I mean, a lot of them just made content because they love the creative process of it and they loved gaming. That they didn't want to become a celebrity because of it. Like, you know, so it's like they can't go anywhere, they can't live a normal life.
Yeah, I mean, there's
because
some
of that.
people's face reveals that have broken the internet, like Dream.
Dream.
Dude, poor Dream, man.
Didn't he delete the video?
He like
yes,
he went
he's
back
try-
to being a faceless YouTuber. Yeah.
Yeah, he
At
tried
that
to
point, though,
erase it, but
It's
people
too
have.
late. You're on the internet, my dude.
Yeah, I understand the reason why though, because his audience is mostly
his
kids.
is like cult following. This shit is
Yeah.
like people go real hard. Did I tell you about there's a car in my neighborhood that is all green. It has like
Wait.
yeah, dude. It has like
You told me about that car.
yeah,
Wait,
he's
what?
got he has like a Dream mask in the back, and his license plate says Dream.
That's creepy. What if it's Dream?
Bro, he ain't living in my neighborhood. There ain't no.
What if he could actually be Dream?
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of hiding your face if you're gonna advertise like that.
But yeah, I feel bad for him. He revealed his face, and like weeks after that, people were calling him ugly. They're he was just getting ripped apart, just for no reason. And he
Yeah,
was
I
an
mean,
average-looking dude.
negative always outweighs the positive.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, he tried to backtrack and erase it, but people have his face saved on their computers and phones, and like it's not going away.
Creepers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember whenever Corpse husband showed his hand,
He showed his hand. Oh my god!
it
dude.
also like broke the internet
Yeah, Twitter went nuts.
during the Among Us age.
He still makes music.
Yeah, he
think.
didn't really want to be a content creator, did he? He just like did it for fun.
I think he wanted to
like,
be a
for
musician,
friends. Yeah.
but he has like a disease. That's why his voice is so deep. So we can't like I don't know, like produce content, I guess, in that way because it's like bad for him to talk or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I read an article.
like-
I don't know if it's real or not. I didn't look too into it. I was like, oh, okay, and then I kept moving. But
Yeah,
I
I mean,
thought
that
it was like
makes
the
sense to
length
me.
of time that he like the length that you would need to create content like for a stream or something, produce music, do concerts. He couldn't talk for that long. I think is what it was.
Mhm.
Just wild.
Yeah, we were talking. We talk about negatives for a bit. Going back to the positives and Pokimane, didn't she start like a business that helps smaller streamers? Like
she started a college fund.
college fund. That's what it was. Yeah. So there are definitely more, I think, notable positives that come from
Or a
streamers
scholarship?
and gaming.
Maybe
something
that's what
like
I think.
that.
It's a scholarship, or she pays like
Yeah.
$100K or something like that
Yeah,
for
something like
someone's
that.
college tuition.
Yeah.
Well, and also like with her and Valkyrie, like the obstacles that they had to overcome just as being women streamers, constantly getting like catcalled all the time. They can't even stand up without someone mentioning something sexual. Like they had to go through that. Is pretty, that's
I seen a
to
I
kind
seen
of
a
like
you
pave the way for the women.
I seen
Mhm.
a YouTube short pop up on my like feed. I guess I don't watch TikTok. I usually just scroll through YouTube shorts, but it was Pokemon and said how to eat a banana as a female streamer.
Yeah, and it was like sideways or something.
I didn't actually watch it, but
No, she probably
that's-
like breaks it down but isn't that crazy? They can't eat a banana without it being sexualized. That's
Well, she
so
she
wild
couldn't
to
even
me.
like stand up to go to to go get a drink without the whole chat blowing up. But
Mhm.
I saw there was a funny clip of a female streamer where someone in chat said something sexual, and she's like, "Then fucking do it. Like, come over here and do it then.
Oh, I saw
If
that.
not, shut up."
Shut up, you fucking weirdo.
damn,
Yeah.
there's probably some people that can't say that. I literally just right before this podcast, I watched a video about Kaide talking about her stalker. She said like he's like said that he wants to kill tens and stuff. Like dog.
Yeah, stuff like that, and obviously the negatives are going to far outweigh the positives. Like 'cause that's a big one. Like
Like,
I
and I'm
shouldn't have to say it, but don't threaten people in general. Just don't. It's stupid. You're not going to get anything accomplished. You
Just don't be a stalker.
just don't. Yeah, just
Be normal. I'm just
Be
kidding.
normal human.
And I'm
No,
sure before
be a normal
these
human.
streamers, these stalker weirdos were like onto celebrities before them, like those celebrity stalkers.
Probably.
And then it's like, oh wait, I can actually talk to a streamer. I can. It's like,
Yeah,
wait a
it's
minute.
like
I could
Oh my
type
God,
in chat.
I-
She responded to
attention-
me. She
My
loves me.
attention has drifted.
Yeah, it's gone from TV shows and movies to live streams where you can literally interact with the person that is essentially a millionaire, which is as close as some people are ever going to get to seeing that kind of success, especially people that are cringe like that and that are willing to go to those lengths to get attention, which is insane.
Do you think that's kind of an odd thing you brought up? Do you think people talk to streamers because of the amount of money they have?
There's a word that people use. Go
So-
ahead, Tyler.
I have a direct counterpoint against that. If you're curious,
Okay.
I think fame just draws people in general because you have. I mean, I'm not going to say any in particular, but there are. I'm going to sound like a dickhead if I say this. There are actors and actresses that the average person would not see as attractive, but because they are famous, people are all of a sudden just like drawn to them because of the fame.
It's true. But that's just a fact.
Like if that person was an average person, there is no way that a male or female would ever try to talk to them or have any sort of relation with them. But because they're famous, they get all this attention.
So what I was going to say was, I don't think it's just money. I would say it's clout. I think that's the word that I would use to describe
Yeah.
big famous people, people that are impacting, because seeing a famous person, famous to you, I guess, because obviously fame kind of varies depending on, because you could talk about a massive streamer. I could never have heard of them like that. They're famous to you. They're just nobody to me. I don't know who they are. But when it comes to like a big streamer, they're playing a game that you play daily. So like you want to interact, and whenever they respond to something that you say, like you are going to remember that, because it's like it's going to be a memorable thing, because maybe they don't have a whole lot going on in their life. They're like, wow, that was a huge thing. That just made my day. That made my week. That made, my month, whatever.
I'm now even more obsessed with you.
yeah, I'm going to stalk you.
But yeah, I think clout would probably be the biggest reason why.
So my counterpoint to all of the stuff that you just said is, why does T-Pain only average like 600 viewers?
Because he's been out of style for a while.
Yeah,
Like-
but he's still massive. He's like actual famous.
Mm,
I just don't think like
I don't know.
And he's got
I
he's got crazy production quality on his streams.
I don't think he associates with anybody in the gaming space a whole lot, does he? Every now and then he'll like watch a clip or something that'll go on LSF. Live stream fail for those of you that don't know or go to Reddit at all. It's a subreddit. But I don't think he associates with anybody like in the gaming space. Maybe he does. I don't watch him. So
I mean, there's
I
a
have
lot
no
of
idea.
solo streamers that don't really associate with it. I mean, like, there's a lot of like really big streamers that hardly ever associate with other streamers.
I mean,
Yeah,
as weird as
that's
this
fair.
is to say, do we think it's because of his age? I mean,
No.
do you ever see like an old 40-year-old get targeted and say that he's gonna?
I mean, like Dane Cook streams and stuff. Like there's a bunch of
No,
like
I'm not-
wildly like famous people that fucking Summit's almost 40. Like
No, I don't mean like him streaming because of his age, but people not latching on to him and being obsessed with him and stalker vibes because of his age.
well, you're kind of comparing normal Twitch viewers to stalkers. But I'm just saying, like,
And-
I don't. Do you hear stories of stalkers poaching 40-year-old men or women on Twitch? It's typically like young streamers. I feel like.
I
that's a
don't
fair-
think
that's a
I
fair
don't think
point.
I don't think age has anything to do with it.
Maybe it's a factor. I don't know. I honestly couldn't say.
And it's not like
how-
he's not playing popular games. He plays like Warzone, and
I mean, he's getting 30K viewers. 15, 30.
are you looking at his VODs? Because that's total view throughout his entire stream. And he got rated recently.
Well, I mean, he's not live right now, so I really can't compare it. But yeah, his recent broadcast, 30K, 10K.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
like
don't know how those
that's
numbers-
that's total view throughout the entire length of the stream. Plus, if anyone watches the VOD.
Yeah, which is kind of wild if you think about it, because some people get 30,000 views and they get hundreds of thousands of views on their VOD.
Yeah, like
Whereas-
those numbers are like not at all accurate.
I didn't think so. That doesn't sound right. But if you compare that to,
I mean, you
to
can look
T Pain getting 15,000 views on his VOD, like those are the amount of people that have actually gone to his channel to view that one video and then they left. That's pretty crazy. By the way, how long have we been going?
I don't even know.
Okay.
And Daniel didn't even click record yet.
No,
that
hour
would
15
be-
minutes.
Oh, really? Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, so
I
his
thought it was way longer. to be honest.
T-Pain's
Yep.
average viewers is 1,000,
Okay.
which isn't small in any means, but I'm saying like compared to someone that doesn't have any backing in any other industry, but
Mm.
they're just a very popular streamer.
Maybe it has something to do with he just doesn't get involved with. I honestly don't think that I can't remember a time when he was around other like big streamers other than. I honestly can't think of a time when he was around big streamers.
Yeah, I
What
mean, I'm
about
just
the-
what's up?
What about the content itself? Because on a lot of his streams, he produces music, and I don't think most people necessarily care about that process to sit there and watch a stream for 4 hours of him producing a song.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly,
he played,
I'm
like,
right there. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
So I'm looking at his statistics here. Like he plays what the hell is the green number? Yeah, so like whenever he plays Warzone, he averages 1,000. Whenever he plays Overwatch, he averages 1,000.
Yeah, but he's also probably imagine, yes, he we look up to T-Pain for music, but would we sit there and watch him be bad at a video game for 5 hours as well? I mean, I don't know. Not that I don't know how good he is at a video
Damn, bro,
game.
you just assume he's bad at video games?
Probably. He's a fucking... Would you say Post Malone is
He's
good
a
at
fucking
video games?
what?
He's a music producer. I don't know.
Bro, I'll produce music tomorrow and 1v1 me. All right.
What the
Okay, whenever you become T-Pain and that's where all your time and money goes, then we'll talk.
Give me a week.
Yeah, that's actually interesting because I think if Drake were to do that, I feel like he would get so many views, like consistent views.
With that though, he's also still relevant. And like, I'm not gonna say
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ!
Dude,
Come on, go look at freaking.
Give the man a break.
Listen, I love T-Pain, but go look at his monthly Spotify listeners, and then go look at Drake's.
He doesn't produce music anymore.
That's my point. He's no longer relevant.
That doesn't make him not relevant. Jesus.
Jesus, Tyler, we're just ripping into T-Pain. I didn't think we were gonna
Fucking
divulge into
cutthroat,
this.
dude.
Speaking facts over here.
That is not facts. He's still relevant.
Okay,
He's like T-Pain. Who? Who is that? Never heard of him.
I love T-Pain. Whenever I was 15 years old. Okay, that time has passed.
You have like the largest backhanded compliments I've ever heard in my life.
He was great 10 years ago.
I'm just
Actually, that
speaking-
would have been 15 years ago.
Sometimes the truth hurts, you know.
I can kind of see your point though, because I think the most recent thing that I can think of that T-Pain has done is the Masked Singer. And then I didn't even realize that he streamed on Twitch. I feel like a lot of his fans have no idea that he streams on Twitch.
Yeah, I'll tell you the most recent thing he did was stream on Twitch last night.
But I mean, like noteworthy, like the
Okay,
big,
but-
like the bigger things that he's done.
How many people think of Twitch and go to T-Pain? Who thinks of T-Pain and Twitch combined together?
Yeah, but the argument that we were originally having here is how does why like what makes someone successful on Twitch? Is it the money they have? Is it their social status? Because he's rich as fuck and famous, and he doesn't have the following that some other people do.
Yeah, but he was already famous and rich before he got on Twitch too.
So
And he's irrelevant now. So.
I'm
Oh
just,
my
I'm just happy
God.
to be, I'm just happy to be here, dude.
listen, you don't have a good. Just say you don't have a good answer, because that's all we're hearing here.
Why?
Why do you not have a good answer? That's an answer for that's what you need to tell me.
Dude, if we had a bigger following on this podcast, we would have Dan, you hate Skyrim, and now we know Tyler hates T-Pain.
I don't hate.
That's
T-Pain.
true. A relevant ass streamer. Go back 10 years ago when you mattered in the world. That's what you're saying.
Oh my god. This is taking things to the extreme. All I'm saying is, he's again. Daniel, when you go on Twitch, how many times do you go on and watch T-Pain stream?
Do you really want to know that answer?
Yes.
I don't really go to Twitch.
Okay.
Is Twitch even considered a gaming site?
Absolutely.
Is it? I guess maybe it is. It's trying to become more of a gaming site, but I feel like it's more variety than anything else.
I think it's trying to become more of an entertainment site.
Mm.
It's always been gaming.
We could probably talk about that in a whole other episode.
Well, I mean,
to be honest.
they more recently have added. They more recently have added just chatting, music, art, all these other categories that aren't gaming.
How recent is recent? Because I feel like
I mean,
just
again,
chatting has been around
doesn't.
for
I mean, it doesn't.
a while.
Again, like that doesn't matter because those
Hmm.
came after the video games.
Mm.
Wait, let me ask you this question.
What?
Why do you watch Summit?
Why do
you
I watch Summit?
Yeah.
I don't know. Entertainment.
Would you watch Summit if he was bad at video games?
I mean, he's not great at video games.
Okay, you're making this point very difficult.
I
I
disagree
mean, he's
with that.
good. He's like
I think
he's
he's good
above
with-
it. He's above average, but like, I wouldn't say like he's not cracked or anything. I'd say he's definitely like top 5%, but there are significantly better video game players than him. But I don't watch them. I just like
I
his
think-
like I like his personality personally.
Yeah, I like his attitude. towards just streaming and gaming in general, because he loves his views, but he doesn't tolerate bullshit. And he does what he enjoys, because he's already put in the time. He's already put in the amount of effort that it takes to become to the level where he is, and I think a lot of big streamers are like that. And now he just does what he wants, and if people don't like it, they can leave. And he makes that very well known. And he still averages
I remember
over
whenever
10,000 viewers.
I remember whenever he freaked out whenever Fortnite was big, and he hated playing Fortnite, and he's like, I have to play this stupid fucking game to stay relevant as a streamer because TYG93. I'm just kidding. No, but legitimately, he was like, I don't want to play Fortnite because this game sucks, but I have to in order to keep a viewer base.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, now he's so established he can do whatever he wants. He doesn't care.
Yeah,
I think that would, as a streamer trying to get big, I feel like that would suck to feel like you have to play one game in order to stay relevant.
yeah. I mean,
Brett
felt that with Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
How tired did you get of Modern Warfare 2?
Honestly, I didn't get tired of it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it up until the day that I couldn't play it
All
anymore.
Tyler's points just getting completely annihilated.
Okay, but imagine like, could you play the same game for 4 years every single day for 8 hours a day?
I did with Counter-Strike and I did with League of Legends personally, but like
Do you play those games anymore?
I play Counter-Strike still, yeah.
All you do is say on this podcast how much you fucking hate League of Legends.
Yeah, I didn't say I still play it. I said I still play Counter-Strike.
What's happening?
It's also not true. The
At
new
least
arena
one.
mode is sick. Go play it. Check it out.
Really? Interesting. Let's
Oh, God.
Wait.
previous conversations that we have had are that you try to get me to play League, and I say, "Hey, Daniel, do you want to play League?" And you would say no because it fucking sucks now.
Okay, show me the receipts.
I don't have to. I'll go back in the recordings.
All right. Well,
Viewers, if you have enjoyed this,
yeah, we can wrap it up.
this episode, feel free to leave a 5-star review or not. You know, you could listen to Turndu or Dan, whatever you want to call him, and leave a 1-star review if you didn't like it. But I don't
Dude,
think you should
listen.
do that.
Yeah, don't leave.
I
a
just want
one-star.
you guys to be true to yourselves.
Who
you
are
know-
you
Yeah,
talking-
or you could be
I'm talking
Just-
to me in the future whenever I listen back to this.
just give us 5 stars because we will
I-
love you forever, but not in a parasocial way because that's weird.
I want you to be true to yourself and just admit that rappers don't and musicians don't stay relevant forever.
Why'd you start with rappers?
T-Pain's a rapper.
That's rude as hell.
How is that rude?
I think he's embracing the industry. He's trying to revolutionize and prove that he's not just a musician. And you're
I think
shitting on him.
I think this is his way of retiring, to be honest with you.
I don't think he needs more money, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's just doing this for fun. I don't think he cares about fame anymore. I think he's
He
just
was also-
doing
he
whatever he
also-
enjoys.
He also just acted in the new Tom and Jerry movie.
There's a new Tom and Jerry movie?
Like the most recent one that came out.
What?
Say he's not. I'm just trying to prove that he's still relevant so Tyler can
Oh yeah, and the
stop
first
being
person
rude.
you tell that to doesn't know the movie exists.
That's because Brett's a boomer.
What do you mean? Dude, you're older than me, first of all. Second of all, that movie came out 2 years ago, and I didn't even know it existed.
I
Yeah.
want to say that I love T-Pain. Okay, I like his music.
Dude, just let it go.
I
It's
like. No, I
fine.
can't. I can't. T-Pain is great.
Yeah, he liked
I
his.
hope that
yeah,
he has a successful Twitch career. But let's face it, if Drake were to come on the platform, he would have more viewers because Drake is more relevant than T-Pain right now.
Make sure you like, subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
Leave a
or listening.
review.
Daniel as mad as possible
I'm
Thank
not
you.
mad. I just
for a good outro.
Thanks for listening.
you can send him hate mail if you want.
Don't swap me.
His address is